Hello, dear students. Let us continue with the chapter Motion and Measurements of the Distance. So, dear students, we are almost done with the measurement of distance. How we measure the distance, how we measure the length for a units, and how we convert from one unit to other unit. Also, these are the things which we learned, and I hope everything is pretty much clear now. I have been talking about distance between two cities. Now, how do we cover the distance? Let us say Chennai and Bangalore are the distance between 350 kilometers, as I discussed in about last class. But my question is, how are we covering the distance? How are we covering the distance? We are covering with the help of an object which is moving here. In this case, it is a bus that we are sitting inside, and it is moving from Chennai to Bangalore. So, when you want to cover some distance, there has to be some object which is moving, and that movement is associated with what was it called? It is called as motion. So, whatever we talk about moving from one position to another, moving from one place to another, something has to move, and that movement is nothing but motion. So we define motion as a change in position with time. So if you look again at the same bus was initially acting, that is, it is starting from Chennai. After some time it gets stopped to one point, after some time again it gets stopped to some point, and finally it reaches to Bangalore. So as time passed, the position of the bus kept on changing, and when we say that the bus is in motion, so let us look the moving blades of a fan. So you can see the moving blades of a fan, right? So whether the blades move, what does the blades do continuously? It changes its position, right? It goes to the next point. Continuously it changes the position. So the blades of the fan are in motion. Similarly, when you look at the car moving from one place to another, so that is also an example. It starts from the initial position, right? This is the initial position of the car. It is the initial position where it moves until the final position. Is it so? Yes. So this is the final position of the car. So this is the final position of the car. This is the final position of the car, right? Yes, so it is continuously moving. So initial position to the final position, that in between that is nothing but how it moves. How it moves? It moves due to the motion, right? Yes. So this is an example of a car in a motion. So let us look at some other variety of examples which we are going to see in motion. We see objects moving. So look at this. When you look at this boy playing football, so what is happening, do you think? The boy is in motion. Yes, of course, because his arms, legs, and boy is continuously changing his position. It is time. So overall, that the boy is in motion. When you talk about the laptop which is in front of you, will you be in the same position? No. You might be in the same position, but your fingers and your hand might be moving from this place to that place, because you will be clicking something or you will be typing something, right? So your hand is in motion. Then a bird. When you talk about the bird, the feathers are moving, right? Is it in one particular place? No, it's changing its position. So this is also another type of a motion. Then a girl dancing. So when you look at the girl, is it standing in a place or same place? No, her hands are moving, her fingers are moving, her legs are moving. So this is also a motion. Then when you are running, so in running, what do? Will you be in the same position? Will you be in the same line? No, you change your direction with your legs, right? Yes, so your legs is in motion. So basically the boy is also in the motion. So I hope you all have understood what is motion. So let us continue this session in the next class. Thank you, class. Enjoy learning.